let's go through and answer some questions. So I've got one here from Sandy, and she says, look, you talk a lot about running experiments, and I get the gist of it. Could you give some more detailed examples of some key experiments we need to run in our niche and how we might go about it? Well, it's interesting. There are only 6 areas of focus for experiments in a business. And one of those, for example, is traffic, right? Getting traffic experiments. So figuring out and conducting, will Facebook allow me to get people to my opt-in page? Does YouTube placement videos work? What about Google AdWords campaign? Does that work? What's that focus? All of those sorts of things are individual experiments. And ideally, you should be conducting an experiment every single week. And we only need to, there's nothing that we do that really takes more than a week in our business. So you can be thinking and looking at these conducting experiments all the time. And I can tell you that the person who conducts the most experiments in your market will win, right? Because they're getting knowledge and certainty. The trouble with conducting experiments, right, and this is, I'm speaking to you, high fact finders and high follow-throughs, is you don't know what the result of that experiment is going to be. Now, a sort of high quick start, low follow through, we're a bit YOLO, let's go, let's see what happens. And that's actually a very handy thing to have in the experiments. The trouble is we tend not to learn the lessons of those experiments, right? We tend not to want to be tied down, and we want to follow those procedures again and again. We'd rather invent something new again instead of going through and actually implementing the thing that worked in the first place. But that is part of the process, right? Part of the fun. So that to me is, experiments. Traffic, for example. There are only 6 areas where you need to conduct, focus in your business. There's only 6. So when you're looking at your board, and what I do is when you're looking visually at all those activities that you're undertaking, if you're not taking some sort of test or experiment in one of those 6 areas, that's going to cause you, you're not going to move forward. You're not actually building your business in any way, shape or form. And that's where the problems start. So it's a great question. Thank you very much for that.